Oh, so let's move on. Let's turn the page. Let's turn the page, and we're gonna do a dilemma. So it says, my younger brother drinks heavily, and we do not know what to do. It does not work and never has. When we tried to sit him down and talk to him, he kicked off and blamed us all for his drinking, but none of us feel life has dealt us a heavy blow like he does. When he gets paid, he is off and does not need us, but when he's gone, he comes to my mum's and does odd jobs and is part of the family so we can ask for money in return for his services. He can't keep a girlfriend as they become wise to him, but never truly let go because they feel sorry for him. This provides him with other options to get money from. He has done the odd prison sentence where he comes out sober and ready to take on the world, but quickly deteriorates and goes back to drink. At times I feel like killing him. Don't do that. And we have had many fights. Well, I give him a slap. I don't want to do this, but I can't stand the upset he causes our family as I feel the weight on my shoulders. Okay. So yeah, I've got a few things around that here. Oh. So I just don't know why he blames them. Do you know what I mean? Why does he blame them? And does he live at home? By home, is it does everybody live at home? We got no ages here. By home, I mean mum and dad's parents' house. But yeah, the things I could see, should I say, like this relationship instability that we spoke about, because he's bad with his family and that. Even Gally could say, poor coping. That's why there's the drink, because he's blamed the family. Poor budgeting skills, because he's spending it all on drink, I assume, because that's what it seems like. He's fucking off, blasting his cash, whether, I don't know if he just drinks on the street or goes out clubbing, but it seems like he goes out, blasts his cash, come home and whatever. So poor budgeting skills, I'd say, and poor decision making. Because after jail, when he comes out and he's ready to hit the roads, I know what that's like, I know what he's saying. But then he goes back to his old habits. And I'm assuming possibly old friends and that as well, the ones there. But that's him doing that. So yeah, where we there? Yeah, so with the relation, basically this guy, yeah, it seems like this guy needs to talk through things. He needs someone to talk to. I don't know who he's going to talk to, because what it is, you can't really do it with family. It's hard if you haven't got that relationship already, because if he starts hanging around, especially if there's bad blood, or when it looks like it's done for a reason, do you know what I mean? The same as they know that he's come back round with his tail between his legs and his fuck nose doing odd jobs, I don't know, let's just say washing pots or whatever, yeah? Gonna shop or whatever, he's shopping or accompanying people, whatever, I don't know if he drives or whatnot. They know it's not genuine. They know it's because he's gonna start asking for cash. It'll boil my blood as well, do you know what I mean? If one of my people, family, were doing that. But yeah, and there was a... Yeah, so if you start going around your people trying to ask them questions, it looks like... It don't look real as well, so that's disingenuous. And so it's not going to really work, because it has to be genuine. It's what they call congruent. What you say matches how you behave. The one's there. So it has to be congruent. Them two have to be there. It has to... What you're saying is how you... so it's one of them things, isn't it, where people say, do as I say, not as I do. That's not being congruent. Do you know what I mean? When it's do as I say, do as I do, that would be congruent. The one's there. So it seems like he needs to talk to someone, he needs to get it off his chest. All the stuff, whatever he's going through. Possibly when he freshly comes out of prison, or when he's in prison getting fresh. Why is it that he goes in prison and gets fresh? Why is that? Why can't... I do understand, but I'm asking, why is it for him? What's the reason for him? Why does... And that's for the budgeting. Buddy needs to learn budgeting skills. Do you know what I mean? If he has any outgoings, I don't know if he has his own place or whatever. I don't know. It's a bit... But when I think of myself, when I was, living with my mum, it's she pays all the bills. So when my gyro's coming through and I'm in my wasteman phase, my money's just getting blasted really on ganja. That was it, really. It was all good on ganja and that would be a drink, but mainly ganja, because that's the everyday thing. That's to take the edge off every day, because it's heavy out here. But that goes back to poor coping. But anyway, But like now, like where I do have bills and I do have it's bills, just call it, just I've got money commitments. All my bills get paid first. That's what's sorted out first, and then whatever's left is like disposable. But me now do not me now like spend for like spending money around this shit. Yeah, we cling on people dear life, we cling on like Leonardo DiCaprio on that piece of wood. We cling on to the bomber club money, Nah, I'm only joking. Whoever knows me knows that I splash cash. Yeah, and obviously it's poor decision making. Like that, it's his choice. He's choosing. It is a man, isn't it? Yeah, it's my brother. Yeah, he's choosing to go back to his old lifestyle. Like no one is like waiting for him at the gates. Like is he coming? He's coming. Boom, boom, pressing up against the wall, and as soon as he like comes from like the corner, they're like, yo, boom. They're not throwing guns on his head. You know the ones there. They're not throwing guns on his head, pushing it in his mad prison trim, and saying, yo, you need to drink, bruv. Let's go and get the drinking. You know what I mean? Only if there's no health, if he smokes or vapes or anything. But I guess that's not the issue. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not really bothered. But yeah, so no one's making him do it. So, but what's leading him to it? That would be my question. What's leading my man to the drink? Because that's where it's at. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like so, it's hard. It's hard. It is hard. It's easy, but it's hard. Do you know what I mean? And the main reason that it's hard is because nobody else does it. Nobody else changes. Do you know what I mean? Because we live and we roll in circles where things are acceptable. Do you know what I mean? But if you come outside your circle, you'd see that settings aren't acceptable. But then you wouldn't like them circles and you'd move away because you won't feel accepted in that circle. You won't feel comfortable. You know, the ones there. So there's no one to guide us. Like no one's done it to tell us what's going on. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just very, very few and far between where there's just a sea of like fuckery, and you'll always be able to see what you're into. You know the ones there. Like it'll always just be like that. You know the ones that, like, yeah. So as for options, getting out of it in terms of like practical, I would say go to the GP, try and get him to the GP, social prescribing. There's a social prescriber there now, and you go to the GP, you say you want social prescribing, they'll get a social prescriber on you, which is just a person that just says, instead of prescribing your medication, they're prescribing your social places to go, like other services, you know, the ones there, depending on what you're into. So whether it's like to be fitter or to just like be around, you know, having constructive use of time, etc., and all these ones. Or it could be to like other substance misuse services. Another one that I'd say would be substance misuse services. Access them, your local ones, just Google it, you know what I mean? Probably be like CGL or We Are With You. Who else is there? There's a new one. There's loads of all kind of names, do you know what I mean? You'll find them somewhere. And they're quite visible. So when you Google it, it will come up.